जाने समझे ज्ञान वास्तु शास्त्र का। पृथ्वी अग्नि जल वायु स्थान कहाँ आकाश का।
ओम वास्तु पुरुषाय नमो नमः।
खुद ही समझो खुद ही जानो, कहता है क्या भला।
So friends, after talking about the placement of doors and placement of main gates in the house, let's move on to the next topic, which is about the slopes. Let's understand where the slopes in the house should be, and for that, Mr. Gyani, I would like to ask you the same question.
Yeah friends, there are about 8 type of slopes that have been discussed in the science of home building. One slope is from south to north, one slope is from west to east, one is from north to south, east to west, southeast to northwest, northwest to southeast, northeast to southwest, and southwest to northeast. So friends, we are going to discuss about these 8 type of slopes that have been discussed in the science of home building. And I believe that there is no 9th direction of slope. There can be only 8 types of slopes. Southwest to northeast is a very positive direction. Whenever your plot has a slope of southwest to northeast, is supposed to be a very positive direction. It also enhances progress and also enhances your finances. So it is a good slope, rather it is a best slope. Okay.
Yeah.
I am sorry when I said that there is no 9th type. There is a 9th type, and that is the most wonderful type, but there is no 10th type. We are going to discuss the 9th type also. Anyway, southwest to northeast is supposed to be good for progress and good for finances. South to north, if the slope is from south to north, it is again supposed to be a positive direction. It also helps progress and it also helps financial enhances. So southwest to northeast is good, very good. South north is also good, very good. There's one more slope, and that is west to east. If the west is higher than the east and the slope of your plot is from west to east, then this is also supposed to be a good slope. There is a 4th direction that also falls under the category of good slopes, and that is southeast to northwest. Are we clear on this, my friends? Southwest to northeast is a good slope, south to north is a good slope, west to east is a good slope, and southeast to northwest is a good slope. So out of the 8 that we are going to discuss, these 4 are good slopes. So we are going to discuss which are the other 4 slopes that are supposed to be or not supposed to be the good slopes, and that is east to west is not a good slope. This is not a good slope. Northwest to southeast is not a good slope. north to south is not a good slope, and northeast to southwest is not a good slope.
Basically, the opposites are not the good slopes.
Yes. So, friends, these 4 slopes are not supposed to be good slopes, and the other 4 are supposed to be good slopes. So, if you have a plot, say this is your plot and this is your house, and for instance, you find out that the slope of your house is not according to the science of home building, then you have to take some mud from here and put it on this side, just to ensure that either your land is flat or to ensure that your slopes are the ones that will help you financially. If these are your slopes, then let me tell you, my friend, even if you are a billionaire, the first generation is a billionaire, the second generation will try very hard to keep that money intact, but the third generation will eventually lose that fund, lose that chunk of money, big money that the ancestors had built, and slowly and gradually this family, if they have a plot, if they buy a huge plot and make a house there, a family house there, and they are living there, and the slopes are either of this, then slowly and gradually that family is going to see that we had a lot of money, my grandfather sold that plot for peanuts, look at the price today, and then we sold that plot, look at the price today, and then we gave away such a plot to a school building for social cause, and we gave away that plot to a hospital building for a social cause, and today, oh, we are just trying to manage our resources. So, these are those people who were very, very filthy rich, but today if they have to spend even little money, they have to find out from where this money is going to come, because of that slope, because these 4 slopes are going to slowly and gradually eat away all your funds. So, if you are talking about millions of dollars, you rather spend a few $1,000s and just make sure that the level of your land is such that it gives you money, it does not eat away your money. Slopes have a lot of importance in regarding finances. Slopes are very, very important in the science of home building. They have said slopes do matter a lot. There was one automobile company, a German automobile company, who had their facility in one of the states of India, and they were not able to run that facility the way they wanted. They invited me and they told me, Mr. Gyani, we are not able to run this organization the way we want, rather we are in a very, very bad shape. Please tell us what is wrong about this, and if we can do something about it, fine. Otherwise, we are going to wind up our operations in Asia. Now, I told them that the septic tank and the soak pit that you have is wrongly placed. Their septic tank and the soak pit was in the southwest corner. Their entry was from the east, but the whole slope of the land was towards southwest corner. So, their factory building was somewhere here, and because there was a slope here, they don't have to actually make the slope. Because the slope was here, they put the lines like this, so there is an automatic slope, and all the waste of the human body will go into that pit here. So, they constructed a soak pit and septic tank here in the southwest corner. You remember, my friends, In the earlier episode, I said if you have only so much water in the southwest corner, if you have only so much water in the southwest corner, then your resources will be eaten away. Now, what they had is they had soak pit and septic tank of 1700 people staff in here. You can imagine the size of that soak pit and septic tank. And they had their parking lot here, means they had the finished product lot in the northeast corner, and the northeast corner is supposed to be the corner of attachment, the corner of magnet, and therefore their cars will not sell.
Yeah.
Right. So they had manufactured a particular car, a particular model, and about 500 to 700 pieces of that model were ready, but they could never execute the launch of that car for about 2 years.
2 years.
So they were in a bad position, and they almost on the verge of thinking of winding up the operations in Asia.
Okay.
Now, when I went there, I said this is a wonderful plot, this is everything wonderful about it. There are two things you need to do so that you can get into profits, right? So they said what? I said you need to bring your parking lot of the finished cars into the northwest corner, and also the septic tank into the northwest corner. Because this is detachment and there is a space for septic tank in the northwest corner and in the southeast corner. I do not go by northwest and southeast. When I actually talk about septic tanks, I will tell you the right direction, exact precise direction of where you can have your soak pits and septic tanks. Anyway, so they said this is a lot of money. So I said the cost of your plant is 700 units, and what I am saying is just 2 units. If you do this, you spend only 2 units against 700 units.
Yeah.
Okay, the cost of the plant. But if you don't do this, you wind up your operations here and you sell this for maybe only 250 units. So in any case, you are going to go into losses. Why don't you try this, spend just 2 units and let it work? I am sure it will work.
Absolutely.
They said okay, because our principals are Germans, they will not believe what you say, or they will not believe in the science, but we will manipulate in such a way that we are allowed to do this. We will give some technical reasons and the company will allow us, we will do it. We will try and do it. 6 months down the line, I found out that they could do it, and they did it. Once they did it, they could launch that car immediately, and those 700 cars were on the road. But after that, they got a collaboration of one more motor car company, automobile company, and that was a jackpot.
Okay.
So the moment this thing went away, they got a jackpot. They got 3 models from that collaboration, and those 3 models were a hit in my country, and they made lot of money, right?
Okay.
Now this company went for another plant of mini trucks in another state. I did not know this. One fine day they give me a call and they say, Mr. Gyani, we want to see you for some time. Is it possible for you to visit us in our factory premises? I says, yes, what time? So the time was scheduled at my convenience, at their convenience, and I went there with one of my associates, and we went there, and one of the directors says, Mr. Gyani, we have put up a plant, we are putting up a plant in such and such place, in such and such city, and now most of the people know about the science of home building, and there have been people who are telling us that the slope of the plot that we have bought is not good, and every time somebody comes and tells us this thing, so it's like hammering our heads and we don't know really what to do. We realized that we had help from you some time back, and it was magical, and so we decided, all of us, all the directors, that we should invite you and take the final advice from you. So I said, okay. So they said, let us brief you about this project of ours, and after we have briefed you about the project, you can give us your comments and observations. So they briefed me about the project, and they said that this is a 300-acre lot that we have bought. It is for mini trucks, and we are going to export these mini trucks all over Asia.
Okay.
And the slope of the plot is so much from north to south, from north to south, this one.
Yeah.
And there's a mountain here, and we start from the, our land starts from the bottom of the mountain. However, the slope goes by about 28 meters. You're talking about 100 feet. So from north to south, the slope is 100 feet. You cannot fill it up also.
Definitely
right.
not.
And there are two streams, rainwater streams, that go through the land, that come from the mountain. Now you cannot stop that natural rain, this thing, storm.
Yeah.
Okay. So after having the brief, they said, Mr. Gyani, please give us the observations and comments that you would like to. So I looked at all the 9 directors, and I said, I have got a 3-word observation. Are you ready to listen to that? They said, yes, we are waiting. So I said, drop the project.
Oh
my 3-word observation was, drop the project. They were all shocked, because they had told me that they have got all NOCs, they have got everything ready, and they are going to commence the work, civil work, on the site. So they were silent for a minute, all of them. They got the shock of their life. After that 1.5 minutes, one of the directors pulled up his breath and said, Mr. Gyani, you have thrown a bomb on us.
Oh my God.
I said, you asked me to give you my observation, and my observation is this. As you all know, I am blunt, and not only blunt, I am practical. I said, you guys are businessmen. You are going to put up about 1300 crores of Indian rupees into this plant, all because you want to make money out of it.
Yeah.
But because of the slope, only and only because of the slope, because I have not seen your building plans.
Definitely
I don't
not.
even know if your building plan is good or bad. It's just by the slope that I am telling you, because you said 28 meters of slope, which I realize and you realize you can never level that, because 100 feet, how much filling you are going to do?
Definitely.
The cost of the project will go double. You can never break even.
Yeah.
Right. It is not possible. And the very fact that the slope is from north to south means it is going to erode your finances, means it is going to eat away your finances. So if you are a businessman, you are investing such a big amount and time into this project, it is better not to go ahead with this project, because this project is never ever going to give you money.
Yeah.
And you are here in Asia because you want to make money.
So Mr. Gyani,
And you are a businessman, you must make money.
yeah, definitely.
So I said, drop the project. So he said, you do something. You are a magical man, you are a magician. Why don't you do something for us? Suggest us some way out that we can handle this.
Yeah.
I said, even if I do something, the maximum that I will tell you is that now you will not have losses, but I will never tell you that you are going to have profits. Right.
Yeah.
And the whole purpose of doing that exercise, putting up a plant, running that plant, is for profits.
Yeah.
And if there are not going to be any profits, what is the point in going ahead with the
Definitely.
project?
Yeah.
You just drop the project. I said, I am very practical. You want to touch your ear like this, I am doing it just like this, straight. Don't go ahead with this.
आओ जाने समझे ज्ञान वास्तु शास्त्र का